It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Please stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by and welcome to the NASCAR teleconference. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. In a few minutes, we will conduct a question-and-answer session. Instructions on procedure will be given at that time. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. I would now like to turn the conference over to our host, NASCAR Communications Manager, Denise Maloof. Denise, go ahead.
Thank you, Jamie, and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series video teleconference ahead of Saturday's Napa Auto Parts 200 presented by Dodge, the NASCAR Nationwide Series road course event at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, Canada, and Sunday's Sunoco Red Cross Pennsylvania 500 at Pocono Raceway. Our guest today is NASCAR's Vice President of Competition, Robin Pemberton. Robin, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you. We're just a bit past halfway in the 2008 season. What are your thoughts on the competition that just this far?
Well, I think we can get to that, but I think the first and foremost, it's probably on everybody's mind right now, is what went on with the tire situation this past weekend at Indianapolis. I'd like to just, get out in front of that and let everybody know that we're going to work on it. We've had a call with Goodyear this morning. Talked to Joey Chitwood this morning about some things, and I can't say enough how sorry we are, and it's our responsibility being NASCAR that we don't go through this situation again. We've already got after it, and we're moving forward with a plan to get ahead of the situation so we don't go through this again. But once again, I think that it deserves to be said that the race didn't come off like we had hoped. The fans didn't get what they exactly wanted, and we'll do everything in our power, and it won't happen again. I mean, I can tell you that much. So we're going to put a lot of effort towards it and get a better plan moving forward. So I just want to let everybody know and get ahead of that and try to put this behind us, and we'll work hard, all of us that were involved at Indianapolis, from the tire manufacturer to NASCAR to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So that being said, let's get on with the rest of the show.
Sounds good. We'll now go to media questions for Robin Pemberton.
Thank you. The question-and-answer session will be conducted electronically. If you wish to ask a question, you may do so by pressing the star key followed by the digit 1 on your touch-tone telephone. If you're using a speakerphone, please make sure your mute function is turned off so your signal can reach our equipment. Once again, that's star 1 to ask a question. We will pause for just a moment to assemble our queue. We will first hear from Travis Braun with USA Today.
Hi, Robin. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I was just wondering, with the Brickyard issues, obviously, does that help the cause any for NASCAR to take some more responsibility in testing the new car and testing the tire? I know there had been some talk previously about forming an official Goodyear tire test team.
That's been something that's been done in the past, a Goodyear tire test team. But I think one of the things that we have learned, we need to test with current cars, cars with the current engines, the best horsepower, and you need to test with the best drivers that you can. So having substitute drivers, I know it's been kicked around, but I think examples are Darlington, where we had Jeff Gordon, we had Greg Biffle, and Ryan Newman there to conduct a test. They did a great job, and we got good information, and we came out of Darlington with a great tire. So we probably need to do a better job at testing. Different racetracks obviously offer us some different challenges with their surfaces, and Indianapolis is probably gave us the most trouble that we've seen in recent history. So, nothing wrong with the surface. We just got to do a better job at testing and come out of there with a better position on our tires.
Thank you very much, Robin.
Yep.
And we'll now hear from Tony Fabrizio with Tampa Tribune.
Oh, hey, Robin. Is it the
Hey, Tony.
high center of gravity in the roll, or is it the decrease in downforce that's putting so much stress on these right side tires? And also, knowing that you had an unknown quantity with the new car and the entire package this year, why didn't you go into this year and allow more testing on track-specific testing?
We followed suit with last year's test policy, and as you know, we allowed the teams to pick as a group where they thought they needed to go test. You know, this car does have a little bit higher center of gravity. The track is a little bit wider. That does help make up for that. With a lot of the safety features on this car, the car winds up having more of an even balance of weight from left to right, which therefore does load the right side tires a little bit more. So, you know, taking the things that we have learned this year with our test policy and things of that nature, I'm sure, and I'll tell you now, I mean, we're taking a good look at it. We're probably in the 80% range on our test policy for next year. We look at giving the teams more of an opportunity to test at places that they feel like they need the most help. So you won't see the big tests that we've had in the last 2 or 3 years that we go and conduct and manage. It'll be more of a team-specific type outing with the proper tires from Goodyear. And so that moving forward, we'll probably, I could almost guarantee that every track next year will have some sort of activity with a private test leading up to the race at some point in time.
And we'll now hear from Bob Pockris with NASCAR Cam.
Hey, Robin. How much are the teams changing their setups as they learn about the car tomorrow, and how's that impacting the tires? In other words, I mean, if you tested in April at Indianapolis, are all the setups now totally different?
Yeah, I think that's a very fair question, Bob. You know, you look in the past, we've all said it. You know, we were on a 25-year history with basically the same chassis and body style, and the car evolved, and as competition drives the car, the teams take and they perfect it and they get their advantages. So I think the change in car from a team's perspective is probably there's probably greater changes in shorter periods of time with this new car. We haven't been to every racetrack yet. It was obviously the first time at Indianapolis. We've got Kansas City coming up. So I think that if you couldn't take last year's setups and run them this year, I think the teams have evolved that much. And you know, we are forced, and we'll have to do a better job at staying ahead of the curve on some of these issues as it comes to the teams and the tires and things like that. So to answer the question short, it's I think 6 months is an eternity on car improvement from the team side.
We'll now hear from Ryan Burr with ESPN.
Hey, Robin, just want to get your reaction to Tony George's comments that this is NASCAR's problem, not Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and the track won't be changed for next year if you guys want to come back.
Well, I didn't get a chance to see that comment, but you know, it's obvious that you know, we didn't go there with the right car/tire combination. We've raced on that surface the last 4 years, and you know, I wouldn't ask them to change that surface. You know, we got to do a better job. So, like I said, I didn't read Tony's comments. A few of the people have told me what they were, and you know, we haven't asked the Speedway to make any such changes. We're just going to move forward and do a better job leading into the race when we get there next year.